Good morning, students. Last time we had started with relative clauses, lesson 14, and we had finished up to whose, right? How to use whose as a relative pronoun. We had learned that and omission of relative pronouns like who, which, that. Now let us move on to whose. In relative clauses, we use whose in the place of his, her, their. I congratulated the man, his son had won the prize. I congratulated the man whose son had won the prize. Now, these are two different sentences that we have joined with the relative pronoun whose. He interviewed the candidate. His resume was the most impressive. We interviewed the candidate whose resume was the most impressive. We use whose mostly for people, but sometimes it can be used for things also. I was invited to a meeting whose purpose I did not understand. Whom. Now, how to use whom and where to use whom, right? We have studied whose. Whose mostly we use for people to join two different sentences, and we also use it for certain things if required, right? For example, here I was invited to a meeting whose purpose I did not understand. Okay, now let us move on to whom. Whom is the objective form of who, so it is used in the place of him, her, them. The official we approached, him couldn't tell us much, right? Him is you referred to as whom. The official whom we approached couldn't tell us much. But in spoken English, it is not common to use whom. It is preferred to use who or that or omit whom. The official who we approached couldn't tell us much. The official that we approached couldn't tell us much. The official we approached couldn't tell us much, right? यहाँ पे that use किया है, यहाँ पे who use किया है, right? And here we approach directly. The two relative pronouns have been omitted here. We can use whom with a preposition, to whom, with whom, right? It can be used also along with a preposition. The person to whom we talked refused to give us any information. The man with whom we signed the agreement backed out. जिसके साथ हमने agreement sign किया, he backed out. So with whom, with is an, what it is a preposition. Okay, further. But even these sentences are written without whom. See F and G. The person we talked to who to refused to give us any information. Person we talked to, right? आगे पीछे दो ये लगा के subject and preposition लगा के we can omit the relative pronoun. Yeah, the man we signed the agreement with backed out. Now with is a preposition, the agreement we signed ये verb and subject लगा के we can omit the relative pronoun where. Now where कैसे use करना है? In a relative clause we can use where to talk about a place. It is used in the place of there. So examples here, the town I was born there. The town, उसके बारे में बोलना है, I was born there and had a big grain market. The town where I was born had a big grain market. I long for a place I could get some peace of mind there. I long for a place where I could get some peace of mind. Can you suggest a shop where I could get gumboots? Exercise 5. You met some people at a party who said, my wife is a great Kathak dancer. I can speak 14 languages. Right? My hotel has a spacious conference hall. Also, my personal library has several rare books. I am keenly interested in studying religions. I strongly believe in numerology. Later, you tell a friend about these people. Write these sentences using who or whose. Example, I met somebody whose wife is a great Kathak dancer, right? उसके बाद I can speak 14 languages. I met someone who can speak 14 languages. My hotel has a spacious conference hall also. I met a manager whose hotel also holds a spacious conference hall. My personal library has several rare books, right? I uh, I met a friend, or I know a friend whose personal library has several rare books, right? I am keenly interested in studying religions. My uncle is a person who is keenly interested in studying religions, right? ऐसे आप sentence बना सकते हो. Now the last one you do it on your own, numerology वाला. I'll give it as homework, right? Now let us move on to the exercises further. So example, okay, this example is for this exercise that we have already solved. Now exercise 6, fill in the blanks with who, whose, whom, where and which. So you have to add suitable relative pronouns to the blanks to make it complete, right? So let us read the first sentence. Number 1, the confluence is a place dash rivers meet. Confluence क्या होता है? संगम जिसको बोलते हैं ना, that is confluence, जहाँ पे एक से ज़्यादा rivers मिलती है, right? So is a place where rivers meet. An archaeologist is a person who studies old things. His views are appreciated by the people dash he discussed the subject, with whom he discussed the subject. The social activist for dash we all voted won the election by a huge margin. For whom we all voted won the election by a huge margin. Okay, let us move on further. What is the next one? Number 5, a departmental store is a place dash we can get all kinds of things under one roof. A departmental store is a place where we can get all kinds of things under one roof. Number 6, what is the name of the leader dash biography impressed you so much? Whose biography impressed you so much? Number 7, some of the photographs dash I clicked with this camera are highly outstanding. Photographs which I clicked with this camera are outstanding. Now let us study relative clauses, defining and non-defining. There are two types of relative clauses. Let us compare the relative clauses underlined in the following examples to understand these two types. Type 1, I am looking for the boy who has taken away my book. Who has taken away my book? ये relative clause है for the boy, describing the boy. We played at the hotel which Mukesh had recommended. कौन सा hotel जो मुकेश ने recommend किया है? Now type 2, I am looking for Sanjay who has taken away my book. We stayed at holiday home which Mukesh had recommended, right? हॉलीडे होम उसका नाम दे दिया है, यहाँ पे संजय उसका बॉय का नाम बता दिया है, एंड देन द क्लॉज इज एक्सप्लेनिंग. सो दिस इज़ अ डेफिनेट वन एंड दिस इज़ एन इनडेफिनेट वन. यहाँ जनरल बात हो रही है, बॉय एंड होटल. यहाँ पे बॉय का नेम दे दिया है और यहाँ पे होटल का नेम दे दिया है. सो लेट अस स्टडी. इन टाइप 1 द रिलेटिव क्लॉज टेल्स अस which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. The boy who has taken away my book tells us which boy. The hotel which Mukesh had recommended tells us which hotel. This type of relative clause is called a defining clause. In type 2, the relative clause does not tell us which person or thing the speaker means. We already know which person or thing meant. Example, संजय और हॉलीडे इधर नेम दे दिया है, मतलब यहाँ पे इट इज़ नॉट डिफाइनिंग, ये ऑलरेडी डिफाइन कर चुके हैं कि क्या सब्जेक्ट है. यहाँ पे डिफाइन कर रहा है कि बॉय कौन सा है, तो ऐसा बॉय है, ये वाला बॉय। होटल कौन सा है, तो ये वाला होटल है, राइट, जो मुकेश ने रिकमेंड किया था। सो दे आर डिफाइनिंग द वर्ड्स होटल एंड बॉय हियर, वेर एज हियर द नेम ऑफ द बॉय एंड द होटल इज ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड, उसको कोई डिफाइन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। सो इट इज़ अ नॉन डिफाइनिंग clause. In type 2, the relative clause does not tell us which person or thing the speaker means. We already know which person or thing is meant, Sanjay holiday home. The relative clause which gives us extra information about same person or thing. This type of relative clause is called a non-defining clause, right? Write down these two definitions. दिस इज़ अ नॉन डिफाइनिंग क्लॉज बिकॉज दे आर टेलिंग एडिटिव, एक टाइप का एडवर्ब क्लॉज जैसा है कि इसके सॉरी नॉट एडवर्ब, एन एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज, नाउन आपको ऑलरेडी दे दिया, उसके बारे में आपको एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन वो दे रहा है. सो there are three important points to remember about defining and non-defining clauses. Number one, we do not use commas with defining clauses. I know a person who can speak 25 languages. I can't live at a place which is far away from the seaside. But non-defining clauses are set off by commas. Meet my friend Joseph, who can speak 25 languages. I can't live at Indore, which is far away from the seaside. Right? Non-defining clauses में क्या difference है? Indore and Joseph names have been given and it is further described. राइट, क्लॉजेज आर सेट ऑफ बाई कॉमास, कॉमास को डिफाइन करने के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. इन डिफाइनिंग क्लॉजेज वी कैन यूज़ दैट इन प्लेस ऑफ हु विच. वी आर लुकिंग फॉर समवन हु और दैट होल्ड्स एन MBA degree. We'll stay at a hotel which or that serves only vegetarian food. But in non-defining clauses we cannot use that. Normally non-defining clauses में that use नहीं करते because it is giving you some additional information. Already defined होता है subject आपका. इसके लिए आशीष who and not that holds an MBA degree is working as a director in his company. We'll stay at Samrat Hotel which serves only vegetarian food. Right? Not that. तो हम लोग उसके लिए डिफरेंट ये रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस यूज़ करते हैं. इन डिफाइनिंग क्लॉजेज वी कैन लीव आउट हु विच दैट व्हेन इट इज़ द सब्जेक्ट. वी नीड समवन whom we can trust. The hotel which you recommended served only vegetarian food. In these sentences we can leave out whom which. In non-defining clauses we cannot leave out who or which. We have employed Ashish whom we can trust, right? आशीष के लिए बोला जा रहा है. We cannot write we have employed Ashish we can trust, right? उसमें whom लिखना पड़ेगा आपको because आशीष को आप ट्रस्ट करते हो, ये आपको दिखाना है, right? Then next one, the Hillview Hotel which you recommended served. We cannot write the Hillview Hotel you recommended, right? Okay, now joining sentences. It is often possible to join two sentences into one by making one of them a relative clause. Let us take some examples. Number one, a man opened the door. He welcomed me warmly. The man who opened the door welcomed me warmly. Note that a man has been changed into the man, right? क्यों? क्योंकि हम स्पेसिफाई कर रहे हैं कि जिसने दरवाज़ा खोला वो वाला मैन, अंदर दूसरा कोई मैन भी हो सकता है, right? Generally the is used to specify. The is an article which you use to particularize, right? That is why you are using the here. Gaurav couldn't take the final examination. He hasn't been promoted. Gaurav, who couldn't take the final examination, hasn't been promoted. Note that the relative clause has been set off by commas. See, यहाँ पे commas use करे हैं. We travelled by a train. It was very comfortable. The train which or that we travelled by was very comfortable. In this sentence, we can leave out which or that. Now, moving on to the last exercise of the lesson. Exercise 7. Combine these sentences into one by converting one of them into a relative clause, leaving out who, which, that wherever possible for oral practice. The first three I will do for you. From 4 to 7 you do it in homework and I will just focus it on the answer key. The last exercise I did the complete one, okay? फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स वाला मैंने किया. अ यंग लेडी received us in the office. She was very courteous and helpful, right? A young lady who was very courteous and helpful received us in the office, right? ये फर्स्ट हुआ. दूसरी तरह से आप सेम सेंटेंस को लिख सकते हो. द यंग लेडी हु रिसीव्ड अस इन द ऑफिस वॉज वेरी courteous and helpful. Then second one, some candidates have come for the interview. They are waiting in the lounge. Some candidates who have come for the interview are waiting in the lounge. Mr. Rajiv Bajaj has designed this building. He has done a remarkable job. Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, who has designed this building, has done a remarkable job. Now I'm just focusing on the answer key of the rest of the sentences. You go through the fourth one. Kapil, whom I talked to on the phone, promised to support us. I cannot leave Delhi where all the good things of life are available. Number 6, what have you done with the camera I gave you on your birthday? Number 7, have you disposed of the car you bought last year, right? Now I focused it for a couple of seconds. Now we stop here because we have finished all the exercises of this lesson, and next lesson 15 sentences, simple, compound, complex, we start next time. Whatever points I have made you underline, please write them in your notebooks. They are important. Go through them. और ये exercises आप notebook में लिखोगे homework में, because you cannot write the answers here. There is no space given. Fill in the blanks को रहने दो इधर ही. Fill in the blanks, let them be in the textbook itself. But the important points which I have made you underline, that please write it. इस बार आज तो मैंने ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स आपको अंडरलाइन नहीं करवाए, सिर्फ जो डेफिनेशंस और वेयर और ये कैसे यूज़ करते हैं वो करवाया. जस्ट write them down and this last exercise. Okay, so we stop here today. We start with lesson 15, sentences, simple, compound and complex next time.